Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. Depending on where you are in this world, God bless you. This is Gloria White coming to you from Utah, USA. The reason we're in this book here, Enoch, now, when I'm reading the book of Genesis, is because the fallen angels who came down from heaven and took the daughters of men as wives and bare giants. This gives us lots more detail and information on what occurred when those fallen angels came down to earth and how it's their history. And so let's read that. We're going to be in chapter 15 today. And he answered and said to me, and I heard his voice, "Fear not, Enoch, thou righteous man and scribe of righteousness, approach hither and hear my voice. And go, say to the watchers of heaven, who have sent thee to intercede for them, you should intercede for men, and not men for you. Wherefore have ye left the high, holy, and eternal heaven, and lain with women, and defiled yourselves with the daughters of men, and taken to yourselves wives, and done like the children of earth, and begotten giants as your sons? And though ye were holy, spiritual, living the eternal life, you have defiled yourselves with the blood of women, and have begotten children with the flesh of blood. And, as the children of men, have lusted after flesh and blood, as those also who die and perish." So they've made themselves like men, lusting after flesh. "Therefore have I given them wives also, that they might impregnate them, and begat children by them, that thus nothing might be wanting to them on earth," that's man. "But you were formerly spiritual, living the eternal life, and immortal for all generations of the world. And therefore I have not appointed wives for you, for the spiritual ones of the heaven, in heaven is their dwelling. And now the giants, who are produced from the spirits in flesh, shall be called evil spirits upon the earth, and on the earth shall be their dwelling." That's where we have these demons, the demons that Christ was always casting out. "Evil spirits have proceeded from their bodies, because they are born from men and from holy watchers, is their beginning and primal origin. They shall be evil spirits on earth, and evil spirits shall they be called. As for the spirits of heaven, in heaven shall be their dwelling. But as for the spirits of the earth, which were born upon the earth, on the earth shall be their dwelling. And the spirits of the giants afflict, oppress, destroy, attack, do battle, and work destruction on the earth, and cause trouble. They take no food, but nevertheless hunger and thirst, and cause offenses. And these spirits shall rise up against the children of men, and against the women, because they have proceeded from them." Chapter 16. "From the days of the slaughter and destruction and death of the giants, from the souls of whose flesh the spirits have gone forth, shall destroy without incurring judgment. Thus shall they destroy until the day of consummation, the great judgment in which the age shall be consummated over the watchers and the godless, yea, shall be wholly consummated. And now as the watchers who have sent thee to intercede for them, and now as to the watchers who sent thee to intercede for them, who had been aforetime in heaven, say to them, you have been in heaven, but all the mysteries had not yet been revealed to you, and you knew worthless ones, and these in the hardness of your hearts you have made known to the women, and through these mysteries women and men work much evil on earth. Say to them, therefore, you have no peace, And they took and brought me to a place in which those who were who were there were like flaming fire. And when they wished, they appeared as men. And they brought me to a place of darkness, and to a mountain to the point of whose summit reached to heaven. And I saw the places of the luminaries, and the treasures of the stars, and of the thunder, and in the uttermost depths were where were a fiery bow and arrows in their quiver, and a fiery sword and all the lightnings. And they took me to the living waters, and to the fire of the west, which receives every setting of the sun. And I came to a river of fire, in which the fire flows like water and discharges itself into the great sea towards the west. I saw the great rivers, and came to the great river, and to a great darkness, and went to the place where no flesh walks. I saw the mountains of the darkness of winter, and the place whence all the waters of the deep flow. Then said Uriel, one of the holy angels who was with me, was chief over them, and said, Enoch, why dost thou ask? And why art thou eager for the truth? These are the number of the stars of heaven, which have transgressed the commandment of the Lord, and are bound here till 10,000 years, the time entailed by their sins, are consummated. And from thence I went to another place, which was still more horrible than the former, and I saw a horrible thing, and a great fire there which burnt and blazed, and the place was cleft as far as the abyss, being full of great descending columns of fire. Neither its extent or magnitude could I see, nor could I conjecture. Then I said, how fearful is this place, and how terrible to look upon. Then Ariel answered me, one of the holy angels who was with me, and said unto me, Enoch, why hast thou such fear and affright? And I answered, because of this fearful place, and because of the spectacle of the pain. And he said unto me, this place is the prison of the angels, and here they will be imprisoned forever. So there we can see Enoch was taken to heaven, and now he's getting like a guided tour by the angel Uriel. And there may be other angels there with him, but Uriel is the chief angel. Wow. Anyway, I just think that it's amazing that this was taken from our Bible. So much information has been hidden from man by man, but originally was given by God. And man is continuously evil. I can't wait to get out of this place and get into heaven where God is, where everything is wonderful and beautiful. And guys, girls, we can do this. We just have to get up these spiritual mountains, and God will give us the strength. We just have to ask him for it. And as always, I love you.